what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. I am here in historic Bisbee, Arizona, right down the road from Tombstone, where, as you can see, I wore my bird's head pearl handle just like old Doc Holliday used to wear. And there's a reason. Today is the day they unveiled Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday appreciation gravesite and marker. Now, he's not buried here, but what happened was, after the movie Tombstone, Kurt Russell bought Val Kilmer a cemetery plot because they loved Tombstone so much. In turn, Val Kilmer bought Kurt Russell a single acre of land that overlooks Boot Hill Cemetery. So yesterday they ran a procession in Tombstone where they took an empty coffin or coffin filled with maybe memorabilia, and they walked it down the streets of Tombstone to the Tombstone Cemetery, to where plot, what is it, number 40, I think it is, something like that, is Val Kilmer's plot. Today was the memorial, and they did a whole thing. The mayor was there, did a big speech. I met Texas Jack. He was a character from Tombstone, really cool character. If you know the movie, you're going to know his character. He was really cool. But they unveiled the plaque, the stone, at Val Kilmer's site, and they did an entire dedication to him. And they didn't just, in his dedication, they didn't just use stuff from Tombstone, the movie, but they had like his helmet from Top Gun, and they had some Doors stuff, Batman stuff. I mean, they really, really paid homage to Val Kilmer, who is a monster figure in Tombstone, Arizona. The movie Tombstone with Russell and Val Kilmer and Sam Elliott and a bunch of others, it was so big that it redesigned the entire town of Tombstone. When you're driving up, you don't see a silhouette or photos of the original Doc Holliday and Wyatt or Earp brothers and nothing like that. No, you see the movie guys. That's how influential they were to Tombstone. So what you're about to see is the ceremony there. Now, I got to meet the mayor too. The mayor is as Tombstone mayor as a guy can possibly be. The way he talks, the way he handles himself, and he was crazy friendly, really cool guy. But just an awesome day. So I hope you enjoy. So here we are at the Tombstone Cemetery, where they're doing an honorary memorial grave for Val Kilmer, thanks to his role as Doc Holliday. So he's getting an official burial plot, and I have to say they're doing a really good job with this. They have all of his Tombstone stuff, but they even paid homage to some of his other roles, like in Batman, as Batman, and you can see right there from Top Gun. Really cool, but we're gonna have to wait and see the tomb. I really like that they did a full memorial, and there's an actual procession. They even carried his casket, a casket, down the street of Tombstone, all the way here.
I know, usually I do this in the guise of Wyatt Earp, but today I'm channeling my inner Doc Holliday, for obvious reasons. Here we are in the Tombstone Cemetery, and at a time and a place like this, we often think back to our last meeting with the dearly departed, and I'm sure a lot of us are thinking about the last time that we saw Val Kilmer. And it makes me remember or think about what I've read about the last meeting between Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. And that took place in Denver, Colorado in May of 1885 at the Windsor Hotel. Wyatt had bought an interest in the Fashion Saloon in Aspen, Colorado. know if they were skiing back then, but that's what he did. Doc Holliday heard that he was here, and he went to the hotel to see his old friend one last time. Josephine Earp, in her memoirs, wrote about it. And she said, we were in the lobby of the Windsor, and Doc approached. She wrote, there coming towards us was Doc Holliday, a thinner, more delicate appearing Doc Holliday, even than he had been in Tombstone. I have never seen a man exhibit more pleasure in meeting a mere friend than did Doc. Doc said to Wyatt, when I heard you were in Denver, Wyatt, I wanted to see you once more, for I can't last much longer. You can see that. Josie said the old friends laughed and cried together. And Wyatt thanked Doc again for saving his life in Dodge City. Isn't it strange, Wyatt remarked to Doc, that if it were not for you, I would not be alive today. And yet you must go first. There were tears in Wyatt's eyes when at last he took leave of his old friend. Doc threw his arms across Wyatt's shoulders and said, goodbye, old friend. Josie concluded. He turned and walked away as fast as his feeble strength would allow. Only a short time later, we heard that he had died. Now actually, that wouldn't be for another 2.5 years, on November 8th, 1887. Now this, for a lot of us, should recall our last visit with Val Kilmer. First, seeing him bloated, and then emaciated in his final years. But this didn't keep him from coming to Tombstone. It has been said that when people come to our city, Tombstone, they either get it or they don't. Walter Noble Burns got it when he came here in the 1920s and then wrote his book, Tombstone, an Iliad of the Southwest. And I think Val Kilmer and Kurt Russell got it when they made the movie Tombstone back in 1993, and they gifted each other a part of Tombstone, an acre of land, and this burial plot. In so doing, and along with the movie Tombstone itself, they have become an inseparable part of each other and Tombstone. But Tombstone is more than a town, more than a place on the map, a place on the road. It is a place in time, a place in history, and a place in the mind. It's a place of brave men and women, of daring deeds, of good guys and bad guys. Either you get it or you don't. How many of you get it?
Yep.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Sure, these guys get it. Desert Sky gets it. So put on your cowboy hat and boots and walk the streets and boardwalks of Tombstone, and you'll feel it, or you won't. Val Kilmer felt it, I'm sure. He felt what some of us feel. He understood what we understand. The thing that either brought us here or has kept us here for generations. The movie, Val's performance, his return trips here, and this plaque have made him an iconic part of this place in time, and this place in the mind, and has earned him a place in our hearts. Goodbye, old friend. You will always be our Huckleberry. Mr. Mayor.
Now we're going to cut the ribbon to commemorate Val Kilmer's. This isn't his internment, but it'll always be to people at Tombstone, the internment of Val Kilmer. He's got a piece of him that's here with us today. And we're going to make sure that everybody in the world knows that we appreciate what Val Kilmer did for Tombstone and Southern Arizona. great man. I personally know him. Structural here. They're unbelievably great people to work with, and it's a pleasure being around. So I think that if Ranger River County
We want to thank Peter Sharenko for being here. If you don't know this man, you haven't been paying attention.
Don't you forget that. All right, are we ready, sir? Are we ready?
Yep.
All right, on three.
1,
2, 3.
Yeah. Now don't go running with those scissors, Mayor.
I'm going to use it for a crutch.
That's a crutch.
That's a crutch. Yeah. I'm gonna take you guys over to get a better look in a few minutes. Let's go check it out. There we go. Little statue right there from Val Kilmer. That was Doc Holliday. And I'm going to put it right here. Anybody that wants.
Mayor, look this way.
You can press pause. Give it a read. Doc Holliday. Val Kilmer. Right here. Tombstone, Arizona.